We've all thought about throwing a bill inside a printer to see if we could unlock an infinite money glitch. If you happen to be using an ancient printer from the early 90s, it will actually print the bill, but the results will look pathetic. Real money isn't printed on paper. It's a blend of cotton and linen. Your old inkjet will just spray ink onto standard paper, leaving you with a muddy, off-color mess that looks like a grocery store receipt. You aren't fooling anyone. Try this on a modern printer, though, and it won't even give you a pity copy. The second you hit scan, the machine will completely panic. It will either freeze its own software, shut down entirely, or spit out a blank page with a link telling you to step away from the machine. This happens because modern hardware is forced to look for a hidden security feature called the Orion constellation. It's a secret pattern of 5 tiny circles cleverly disguised inside the design of the bill. The moment the scanner detects those 5 exact dots, the printer immediately goes on strike and kills the job. So if a standard machine treats a bill like radioactive waste, how are counterfeiters still flooding the market with fakes that look almost identical to the real thing? Because professional criminals aren't using an office printer. They are basically running a mini government mint in a basement. First, they solve the texture problem. Since real bills are made of cotton and linen, normal paper instantly gives them away. To beat this, high-end counterfeiters chemically bleach real $1 bills until they are completely blank, and then print $100 faces right on top of them. The texture is flawless, and it even passes the cashier's detector pin test because the paper technically is real. Let's talk about the ink, because this is where things get ridiculously sophisticated. If you look closely at a real bill, the ink isn't just flat color. It's a high-tech security shield. First, bank counting machines don't just look at money, they taste it magnetically. Real currency is printed using specialized magnetic ink. When the bill passes through a bank scanner, the machine detects a magnetic signature. If it doesn't feel that magnetic pull, the machine instantly flags it as fake. To bypass this, counterfeiters can't use regular ink. They have to source illegal, magnetic iron oxide ink from the dark web just to trick the scanner's sensors. Second, there is the color shifting trick. On a real $100 bill, the numeral in the bottom right corner changes color from copper to green when you tilt it. This requires optically variable ink, which relies on microscopic layers of metallic flakes that reflect light differently at different angles. It is incredibly hard to manufacture and heavily regulated. Criminals have to buy specialized industrial-grade pigments or chemically replicate the formula in makeshift labs just to get that metallic shimmer right. Finally, real money uses a process called intaglio printing. Massive, heavy plates press into the paper with immense force, leaving the ink raised. When you run your thumb over a real bill, you can actually feel the texture of the ridges. To copy this, counterfeiters can't use an ordinary inkjet press. They have to source massive industrial offset printing presses that weigh tons, fine-tuning the pressure to perfectly mimic that exact tactile feel. So, let's recap. To pull off a successful counterfeit ring, all you need is a massive industrial printing press, black market magnetic ink, chemically bleached dollar bills, a master's degree in advanced engineering, and the logistics skills of a global corporation. All of that working 20 hours a day in a dark basement just to print fake 20s. And the best part? After months of dodging the Secret Service and pulling off absolute miracles of modern chemistry, they usually get caught because some 18-year-old cashier at a 7-Eleven spots a crooked border and refuses to sell them a pack of gum. Truly, the crime of the century.